Hey guys, what's up? It's Kathy, and I'm showing you my Christmas bracelet that I bought for like $4 at Value Village, and I love it. And I always like to wear it at this time of year. So I'm going to attempt to do kind of it's not a Christmassy layout, it's like a winter layout. I don't have any, well, I have Christmas photos from last year, but I don't have any that I'm doing right at the moment. And I really wanted to do this picture of my son. We had our first snowfall right at the end of November, and I loved that tree paper from Basic Gray. I think it might have been from an old Hip Kit Club one, or just one that I purchased on my own before when Basic Gray was still making stuff, and I'm certain it's Basic Gray. Anyway, I absolutely adore that paper. It's just so pretty. And it's kind of like a cream white, and I keep hitting the camera. Okay, so if you're wondering why I had to skip through that, it's because first I couldn't find my embossing ink, which is like this little stamp pad that I have. I could not find that to save my life. So I had to go off for a really long time looking for. I'm not an organized scrapper, so I will put things down one time and then completely lose where they are, which you'll find out in a second here because I could not find my heat tool. Because my heat tool is great for embossing and drying ink, but apparently it's also really great for when my husband works on hard drives or things like that. He uses my heat tool, so I couldn't find it for the longest time. Anyway, I did find it. I tried to use a hair dryer. That did not work at all for me. But you'd think I would have at least done something with my hair then if I was attempting a hair dryer. But no, of course, no. Just, leave it messy because it's first thing in the morning and it's my day off from work. And I just wanted to make scrapbook layouts and try to bust through this really long running scrapbook rut that I've been kind of in. And I think I'm getting through it finally. So I'm going to use this tree paper. I believe it's a Studio Calico paper that I happened to buy online somewhere. It might not be. That might be Basic Gray as well. I don't I don't really remember what I was doing at the time. I made this a little while ago, so it's not fresh in my head like most of my layouts are. Usually I do my recording 1 or 2 days afterwards. So this one was almost a week ago, and I've been struggling to find time to record the video, like record the voiceover. So I don't really remember all my products, but if anyone actually wants to know, let me know in the comments, and I'll look them up for you so that you can know what it is. I'm keeping with silvers for this layout, and if you're wondering why you keep seeing me grab the mouse, I'm actually while doing this to get into that kind of mood, I'm making a YouTube Christmas music playlist. So I keep scrolling and adding stuff and searching. So, yeah, now that I think about the tree and the flowers, that looks more like a My Mind's Eye paper, but now I don't know. No, I bet you one of you guys that watches me knows. So yeah, if you're wondering, sorry that I keep using my mouse, but yeah, I was making I was making a video, so I was kind of using my computer a lot more than I normally would. The picture, and in this picture, my son is wearing an orange jacket, but after I kind of altered the photo, like increased the contrast and the brightness and everything, it looked a little bit more red. So I decided to bring in a red stripe paper, which I don't have very much of. It's an old Echo Park boy uh, theme paper, and I love it, and I'm down to the very like nitty gritty of it. Anyway, I struggled with trying to put in that other Studio Calico paper. I think it's from their 7 paper collection, and it's that blue and black and white stripe, and I really do love it. I do end up, I think, tossing it in there in the end, but it takes me a little while, and I've got this little section of black snow paper. It's black with snowflakes on it. It was from a 6x6 paper pad called Merry and Bright, and it was just American Crafts. I think it was just like they did a couple of paper lines for Christmas last year or the year before, but they don't do like the embellishments or anything like that. And If you don't have it, you should totally pick it up. It's got pinks and lime greens, and it's so fun. I love it. It's my favorite. I've already used up so much of it that I'm going to have to order another one if I can find one. So I'm going to incorporate the snow and cocoa stuff, but mostly the bear because he had a pink and red striped scarf, and I thought that that was perfect. Like he was pretty much the inspiration for this whole layout was that bear. I knew I was going to use him no matter what. So I do use a little bit more chipboard elements from Snow and Cocoa, and then I remember that I've got ephemera too. I forgot I had bought the ephemera pack, and I also brought out the Cool Kid um, rubber stickers too, because I was kind of thinking about using a title from them, and I do end up using a title. So you're going to see me incorporate a little bit of both. So I'm going to incorporate Snow and Cocoa and mix it with Cool Kid, and it works really well together. So yeah, don't be afraid to mix your collections. I keep, as you can see, my ephemera's mixed. There's Snow and Cocoa, and then there's also a My Mind's Eye collection mixed in, but they're both Christmas themed, so I keep them together. That tag was adorable, but it's just too many bears. Too many bears. So I'm going to use that tag that says Hello Snow, but I like the idea of layering the other Hello Snow on top of it. I don't know why. I just like the idea of layering. Usually a tag, something like that, that says snowman, mittens, cocoa, it bothers me to cover up any of the words, but I'm trying to get over that. So, I mean, you see snowmen and mittens, which is very important. My kids don't really drink a lot of hot chocolate, so we don't have to talk about cocoa too much in the house. So I don't have to worry about using it. I'm using my favorite baker's twine, which is just a black and white baker's twine. I love that burr, and it does end up making it. I don't use the So Much Fun, but I do use that Oh So Cold one. So I really try to keep it very, it's, this layout's kind of cartoonish, you know, really fun uh, letters, really fun typography on it, a lot of pattern. I debate making another layer cluster up in the top and just to bring in another cluster, but I don't know, I decided to just kind of keep it centralized with one big layer cluster to the side of the photo, and then the title is going to go under the photo. And I don't have any thicker pop dots or anything like that, so I'm just using thin foam, but I'm doubling it up, trying to get the right dimension um, so that it will stick on top of the bear just a little bit, but still work well. So I'm going to use some of the red arrows, and that's going to bring back in more red. I love that crown, but it worked perfectly on top of the bear. So he's King Bear, King of the Cold. I thought that worked really perfectly there. I love doing that with ephemera. It's not the first time I've done it. I've done a previous layout with this big fox, and then I stuck a burlap bow on top of him like it was a bow tie. If you ever like, don't be afraid to alter your ephemera like that, your chipboard and whatnot, and kind of give him a little bit of his own flair. I think it's adorable to add in little things on top like that and incorporate your different collections that way. So I'm bringing in rubber arrows to bring in more red. So now I've got my red up on my red stripes plus my red arrows. These are silver snowflakes that I bought from Michael's from their Christmas kids section with all the kids crafts. Um, and they have little pop dots as well, so they're popped up and they're really pretty and they work perfectly. So I almost couldn't talk there for a second, but I'm just trying to figure out where I want to put them because I don't like stuff layered too perfectly. I like if one was right on the same path as the other, that would bother me. It has to be slightly askew and look more natural. That's just me. That's just the way I am. I think I do end up having to glue down the Cool Kid um, title, but I do that off camera because it was on top of the embossed silver. So this is something I've done before, but this is the first time I've done it on film. Now, don't use gesso like I did. That was not a good idea because it dries too quickly, but I've got the flocking. I've got white flocking, and so I'm painting the corners. But yeah, use a glue, use a Mod Podge or something, or a tacky glue. I just grabbed what was near me. So I do end up having to go over it a little bit, but I basically added flocking to the corners of my picture to add dimension to them and just a little bit more texture. And yeah, you can see my cool from my cool kid fell off, so I'm gonna have to glue it. And I have finally run out of Tombow. It took, I think, like a year to run out of that. That stuff just keeps going. It does not quit. Okay, there we go. So you can see the flocking, the dimension. I was trying to zoom in and I ended up altering the light, where the light was coming from in my camera. And hopefully I remember to refocus. Nope. Nope, I have completely forgot to refocus. Oh, shame on me. Oh, there we go. This is my fault from not filming for a while. There we go. So anyway, it's all done. Pictures are coming up. I'm going to fiddle with it a bit more, but you will see in the pictures that I only alter one thing, and it's that there. But yeah, I'm really happy with this layout. It's very wintry and fun. And thanks guys for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. So bye.